Hi, I'm Alden.
And I'm Keldon, and we're Good Twin, Bad Twin.
Today we're here with a man of many titles, Mr. Rodney Perry. One of the reasons we brought Mr. Perry to you, that in the midst of this COVID-19, we thought you guys would need a little break.
Just to add a little comedy and wisdom to your day.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Mr. Perry.
Yes, good morning, good morning, Doc.
What's up, gentlemen?
Hey, it's a pleasure for you to even take out the time to
Hold
sit
on,
down.
before y'all get going, let me say, anybody ever told y'all look alike?
No, just a few people. Just a few people.
I don't even know that dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, he got your face.
Listen, man, we appreciate you sitting down with us at all. You know, taking out your time. You know, especially during this time of social distancing. You know, we in the virus spread and pandemic. You know, everybody's in a rage or whatever. So we appreciate that time, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I want to thank y'all for having me on, man. I know y'all got a choice of who y'all talk to, and I'm honored to be on, bro.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. If we can get into it, tell us a little bit about your background. We want to talk about
Thespian.
Yeah,
Author. Thespian author.
Because most people just know you as Mr. Comedian, Mr. Funny Man. So tell us a little bit about the background.
I mean, there's so many little nooks and crannies, you know. I'm like an English muffin. There's a lot of nooks and crannies. I'm a comedian first. I've been a comedian for a long time. It's probably approaching 30 years now.
30 years.
I'm an actor. I've had a chance to work on some movies and some TV projects. I'm an author. I got a book out that I finished last year. It's called Rodney Perry Moments on My Journey.
Congratulations.
I do radio. This is the thing about me. And whenever I get at a stopping point in my career, my journey, I always begin to create something new. And so, like recently, one of the young comedians said, Rodney, what do you attribute your
longevity,
the fact that your relevance to? So after so many years, it's because I'm always creating. And so whenever I get at a stopping point, which we all reach, I just create something new.
Okay. All right.
And I think that's key that you bring out that there is a stopping point. You always you get to that wall, a wall.
Yeah, because most people don't recognize or identify that there is a wall that you can reach. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
All right. Some things that you touched on is you said your journey. I want to kind of touch back to some parts of your journey because I know you had the opportunity to host for Monique. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you shared a story about some of your mentors with a Cedric Entertainer, you know, Steve Harvey and that. Yeah. But I kind of want to go back to when you were with Monique. Share that experience, how it came to be. Because I'm going to tell you one anecdote you shared. We read an article. It was talking about how she empowered your wife.
Yeah. So when Monique and I first connected, right, before we did television, before we did radio, she saw me at a comedy club. And I get a random call a couple of days later, and it's Monique. She's like, hey. I'm like, hey, who is this? She's like, this is Monique. I'm like, Monique who? She's like, Monique. Right. I'm like, yo, Monique is calling me. So we talked, and she's like, Rodney, can I take your wife on a shopping spree?
Right, that's the story, yeah.
She took my wife out and spent probably $3,000 in our home that day. And people always ask me, like, why did she do that? Well, she was kind of doing that anyway. She was doing Monique's Fat Chance, and she was helping people anyway. And she chose to help our family that day. And she's like, dude, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but can I do this? So she went out, took my wife out, and spent that money, man. And I was just amazed by her generosity. And when they came back and I talked to her, I was like, how do I repay you for this? And she's like, Rodney, you don't pay me back. Someday you bless some young comic the way I'm blessing you. And so that was my intro to her, right? And she and I became friends, and I would do gigs every once in a while with her. And she had a radio show, and I get a call to go down and join a remote broadcast. And so I go in, and she and I just had an immediate chemistry, you know, and it was fun. And I came in the following day, and the day after that, and by day 3, they offered me a job to be a co-host on radio.
Awesome. That's what's up. That's what's
and
up.
so you had already co-hosted with her before you had done the show, the actual
before we did TV, we did radio.
Okay.
And so we already had a rapport. And so when she got the TV opportunity, she was like, Rodney, I want you to come with me. And so I packed up my family and moved to Atlanta.
That's what's up. Because a lot of people, even during her time of challenge, can we say it like that? The time of challenge, most people don't identify Monique with those type of stories. That's why I thought that story was significant. Because I mean, you know,
what you can't do is say nothing bad about that lady to me, because she has championed me on more than one occasion. You know, whether it was, you know, teaching me how to talk to promoters, whether it was this is the thing about Monique. She is the fairest person I know. So if you are doing something that she thinks is unfair, she'll call you on it. Like I would do comedy clubs, and if the club was whack to me and I told her, she would not go. So that's how fair this lady is. Yeah. And so her and her husband have been nothing but gold to me, man. So they're just good folks.
That's awesome. But you before I don't want to drift too far off of mentors, because you have some interesting mentors besides Monique, people pouring into you, and I'd like to talk about that. But you said earlier that she poured into you, but you pour into other people, because you once a week you teach up and coming comics. Is that correct?
Comics, among other things. I mean, I teach an improv workshop. This is one of my class poster that they did for my birthday. I mean, all these people I've affected in one way, shape, or form, and I wanted to do something to kind of give back. So there are actors, there are comedians, there's, you know, some just regular people that just want to kind of go outside their comfort zone. So I tell you, I don't teach improv. I teach people how to trust their choices. And I've learned, you know, some techniques over the years that I share with them, and it's been a great opportunity. Oh, and I make money.
Yeah, awesome. I just wanted to point out that you have paid it forward, or you do pay it forward. Awesome. I mean, often.
You have to.
Yeah.
When you said trust your own choices, I kind of want you to touch on that a little bit. Trust your own choices.
Well, as we go through this journey called life, right? We go through, and there's all kind of self-doubt, right? I mean, most people are worried to the point of paralysis. And analysis. What I try to do is push people beyond that paralysis, because once you start moving, now you can get more done.
Okay.
You know, so if you trust your ability, like if when it comes time to make a decision, if you hesitate, you lose the opportunity. So what I try to work with people on is eliminating that hesitation.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And we do that through a lot of fun games and improv and things of that nature.
Okay. Do you have some a program set up for that, or that's just what you do in the class?
Well, it's a 6-week class.
Okay.
It's a 6-week class, and so we meet every week for 6 weeks, and on the 6th week we put up a live show. So you get to see what the exercise that we did, how it works live, and so it's been a good thing, and we've changed some people's lives, man. So I love what we do with that.
Okay, do you have to be a comic to participate?
No, you said
No,
You do not. You do not.
Regular people.
Okay.
You know, I've had a 911 operator. I've had comedians. I've had actors. I've had singers. I've had dancers. So it's anybody could benefit from it. Absolutely.
If you wanted to take the class, how could you?
How can they reach you? To take
We're here in Atlanta. I'm developing a traveling class, and so that's under construction right now. But I mean, Rodney at rodneyperry.com is my email, and you can always see if I'm going to be in your area.
Okay, awesome. What are your thoughts of this COVID-19? One and two, has it led to any good material? You know,
Man, this is the thing, dog. I'm gonna tell you like this. When they told me I had to homeschool these kids, I didn't know how hard they work was. My daughter in 5th grade, she talking about helping me with my math. I'm like, this ain't what I learned.
Right.
This is a new math.
Right.
So yeah, that's definitely one of the things I noticed. And you know, COVID, it's done a few things. It's forced us to be at home. You know, like me and my wife. I realized yesterday my wife got beef with me. You know, she you know, I can tell when she mad at me because she drink that milk. And she knows she's lactose intolerant. And she drink that milk. And she come in that room
and she let it.
And when I'm stuck. And now I'm in Beirut, you know.
Not to mention the smell.
Y'all, you do not. You know what I just realized this week? Me and my wife been married 23 years. I ain't seen a boo-boo in 10 days. And I told her, I said, she gonna tell me, Rodney, I think you full of, and I was like, no. You full of it. Because you ain't boo-boo all week.
Yeah, you know she gonna get you for putting it out there, huh? You know, right?
She know, as long as I bring home the check, she all right.
Hey,
No, but this is a very real time, man. We're there's some good things that's happening because of this. Those of us that was hustling and bustling, and now you get to be at home with your family for this time, and that in itself is gold, man.
Right.
You know, me and my kids, we've been playing this game. They got some game on the phone with a little trivia pop up, and we've been playing that every night. And we never did that stuff because we didn't have time, and so now we got time, and so it's an interesting time. It's going to change the future in terms of how we manage money,
right,
and how we make saving the nest egg, because a lot of people are hurting out there financially. You know, people like me that get to travel, go to comedy clubs and theaters to make money. We really can't make any money right now. So we got to figure it out on the internet how to start creating residual income that's going to take care of our family.
Okay. I think you hit on it good with the residual income and then creating that niche to figure it out. Yeah, you got a lot of good nuggets, man.
I gotta throw in something before I forget. When you mentioned games, there's a game to download. There, a tech guru, Angel Rich, invented. She's known for her game, Credit Stacker.
Yeah.
Credit Stacker.
Yeah,
Yes.
Credit Stacker.
And you can. You know what?
I'm about to write that down.
Yes, sir. Credit Stacker. You can download it at any on any of the platforms.
Okay.
But the game is played like Candy Crush, but instead it's got credit anecdotes in it and questions about how. So it's designed to teach you how to build your credit
And financial management too.
and financial management. It's got a lot of.
I like that. I mean, you know, I talked to a young man on my live the other day, and he was talking about that. And this is also a great time. The stock market is down.
Yeah.
It's a great time to jump in on certain stocks.
Right. Yeah.
My homegirl ran into a stock. It was like 50 cents, and it went to $37 overnight.
Overnight, yeah, because the market had a little spike, but it might go back down. It is a great time to.
You got to get on out of there too.
Yeah. But that's another good nugget. Yeah. That's another good nugget. I wanted to ask you something, man. I was watching Kevin Hart's one of his live promotions, and I saw Mr. Rodney Perry in the promotion, and I said I wanted to address that. How did that relationship happen, and how'd you end up in there?
Kevin and I go way back. My best friend in the world works for Kevin, and two of my best friends work for Kevin, and so if you ever see like Kevin Hart comedy specials, and it's written by two guys, Joey Wells and Harry Ratchford. Well, those Harry and I were in the Navy together, and Joey and I go back 20 years, and so Kevin and I became friends at like Comic View, like 98, and before he moved out to LA. And so when he moved out to LA, I was one of the few people that he really knew. And we played John Madden football, man. And we became cool playing Madden. And that was the core of our relationship. But over the years, we've developed to be really close, So he's a good guy. And what you probably saw was Netflix. Yeah. When we were at the wedding together. Right. Well, that was Harry's wedding.
Oh, okay.
And so I went to support my boy at his wedding, and and the cameras were rolling. I didn't even know. I knew they had cameras, but I didn't know what they were shooting.
Okay, that's what's up.
So the name, bringing up the people you've worked with and been mentored by, it's not just for name dropping. Actually, it leads me to this question: How has that been for you? I mean, is that you're like, man, this is awesome, or it's like, it's no big deal? Have you gotten some good nuggets from being?
I mean, whether it's Steve Harvey, or Sid the Entertainer, or Monique, or people you never heard of, a guy like Tony Royster was a vet. He gave me some jewels. Like, you get nuggets of wisdom all throughout your journey, right? And so, like Steve, I learned some valuable lessons from Steve. Like, and I talk about it in my book. So I was completely intimidated by Steve Harvey, right? And so I'm a Navy guy.
By the way, we were in the Marine Corps.
Hey, somebody got to drive. Right? Somebody got to drive y'all there. Okay? Yeah, exactly. We drive y'all to the fight, then we go out there and wait for y'all to get finished. So Steve, I play dominoes. Y'all probably play dominoes. You serve. Sometimes we do it to burn time. I play the game, right? So I meet Steve Harvey on the set of Johnson Family Vacation. We meet playing dominoes. But when I tell you I was completely intimidated by this guy, he beat me on dominoes, when I tell you, probably 6 months. Like, every single game. He beat me so bad that he brought me in to work for him so he could beat me every day. So one day, I go home, I'm mad. Because I'm like, I know I can beat this guy. Right. But what I did is I had made him more powerful because he was the king of comedy. Right. And I made him like a superhero. Right. And so I was like, you know what? He a man. He a man, I'm a man. Next time I sit at that table, I'm going to play some dominoes and I'm going to beat this guy. So the day came. He said, come on, Rodney P, come on down. I said, all right. I sat there with them dominoes, dog, and when I tell you, I got to whooping his butt. I was whooping Steve Harvey. And after the first game I won, that was enough for me. I was like, all right, man, I'm going to go work.
Yeah, I'm done.
He was like, no. Running back. I was like, all right. By 6 games later, I'm winning all day. He said, oh, Rodney P, you can't play today. And you know what? He respect me more after that.
Right, okay.
He respect me more after that. Just on man to man.
Right.
Because what my lesson learned was that if you give any man superpower, he's gonna stay there until you change your mind. Right? Yeah. And so learning that was invaluable to moving forward. So I always thank Steve for that. And I got some great nuggets and jewels from Sid the Entertainer. Sid was great to me because he showed us the possibilities, man. Like when Sid took myself, Lil Duval, J.J. Williamson, Prescott Gillen, when he took us on the road, we had all we knew was the chitlin circuit. Right. Said took us to the A-list accommodations. I'm talking about he would have a sedan pick you up at your house. He would have first-class flights, 5-star hotels, a tour bus. And so working with Said really showed us what the big picture looked like. And I can't thank him enough for that, because once you see something big, you can aspire toward that. Right. If you never see it, you don't even know what to ask God for.
Right. Les Brown says that a lot, or you gotta imagine it.
That's who y'all look like. Les Brown 1 and 2. Y'all look like young Les. Y'all got little Les Brown.
I wish. That would be awesome. I know, right? Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. He's on.
Les wish he was as handsome as y'all.
Oh no! Hey! We'll take that. We'll take that.
We'll take that. Right. We know we're recording this right. So we're gonna play it for everybody. But
don't tell Les. He gets crazy about that.
I won't tell. Since you sharing nuggets, was there anything that you said, okay, because we know you got the class, we know you pay it forward. Was there any message that you say, well, if I had to give, because I know you got the book in terms of your journey, what would be a message that you want to share that you say, well, I can leave this for people, and this is something that, hey, this gonna help you.
You know what, man? That's a great question. I learned something about 3 years ago, and so 3 years ago I had a stroke. Right. When I had the stroke, I lost use of the left side of my body. I had to learn how to walk again. I had to learn how to use my left side again.
Looking good now. Thank God.
It was a life-changing event, right? So when you go through stuff like that, you begin to question God, which is something we should never do, but we human. And so the first question I asked God is, why me? And his simple answer was, why not you?
Why not you? Right.
Why not you get to tell the story? Right? Why not you get to tell that story? And so that was my first revelation. And then I had another one day. I'm laying in the bed. I can't get up. I can't walk. There's a wheelchair right there. And God began to reveal to me, Rodney, you've been trying your whole career to get way out there to the thing, whatever success is. But now you're reduced to a man that cannot take a single step. So tell me, what do you want more than anything? I want to take a single step.
Right.
That's the win. If you can take a single step towards your goal every day, you win it. Right? Amen. So don't consume yourself with way out there. If you can take a step, you can get there.
Amen. Okay. I receive that, man. Right? That's a good message.
And so that was my life lesson, man. You can take a single step. You can take 1,000,000 of them. And so I think a lot of times we're looking so far out in the distance that the simplicity, when you're doing, me and my daughter, we've been working on her fractions. One thing they always do with fractions is break down the fraction to simplify it.
Lowest term, yeah.
To its lowest common denominator. Yeah. So we're always looking at the big fraction, 1 millionth over 4 million, right? Yeah. But really that's 1 over 4.
It is.
It's just 1 over 4. I can work with 1 over 4. It's simpler. So one step is way simpler than way out there.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, you got me sitting up here thinking how to make it applicable. You know what I'm saying? How do you transform the knowledge to apply it to every day? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's any number of ways. I mean, like y'all in this space right now. Someday you'll be in a studio doing the same thing. With all the lights and all the bells and whistles and 100 people helping you. But you had to do this to even get there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
y'all hear that right. We will. That one of the things about Warren Buffett that I remember, and I think everybody knows it. He's the billionaire Warren Buffett. He made 99% of his money after the age of 50.
Wow.
Yeah, after the age of 50.
Well, I'll be 50 this year. Come on, money.
Yeah. So, So for you investors, don't stop investing. Yeah. But
Wow.
Mr. Perry, one of the reasons we reached out to you was because this COVID-19 going on. I was like, we got to get the funny man on.
It's kind of lighten the mood, some, you know.
He can't say he busy.
Right.
I thought that too. But
He's definitely at home.
I thought that too. He's at home. It's just a matter of, but you've kind of you've lightened the mood in a different way instead of with comedy, with wisdom. And
I got jokes though. Well, I always got jokes.
Yeah.
But a lot of times people look at comedians like we're just comedy. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I got I'm a businessman. I'm a professional. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. I'm all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lot of different things simultaneously. And when you are that way, then like even y'all not know one thing. Right, I bet somebody come up push you, they're gonna meet the other dude. And so we as black men in America, a lot of times we don't get the luxury of showing all the facets of who we are. Right. And we are what they say, multifaceted.
That's awesome. That's what's up.
Will you give the contact information again so that if people want to take the class or get the book? This, if you would.
You can shoot us an email. It's Rodney@RodneyPerry.com. Here's the book. It's Rodney Perry Moments on My Journey. It's available on Barnes & Noble, Amazon. I got tons of comedy out there on the streets. I got like 4 comedy albums on iTunes, but you can stream it on Pandora. Any of your outlets you stream stuff. Go listen to some comedy, man. And I know y'all Christians, so there's some cussing out there.
Yeah.
But just know my heart is always pure and real, and it's some funny stuff. And so I'm gearing up now for a comedy special, and doing this COVID situation, we're going to be doing some live streaming pay-per-views as well.
Okay. Awesome.
Do you have dates on the comedy special, or is that still yet to become?
It's in the works. It's not ready. Oh, this is what I didn't tell y'all. Buckle y'all seatbelts for this, twin. Rodney Perry gonna be in the new Coming to America.
Oh man, congratulations, man! Congratulations, that's a big deal. Yep. That's gonna be big.
Yeah, man. It was. We shot it back in November. It's supposed to come out December 2020. Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, my friend Lunell is in the movie. Tracy Morgan is in the movie. Leslie Jones in the movie. I'm in the movie. My good friend Nav Green is in the movie. And a lot of those characters y'all know and love are coming back as well soon. So it's exciting, to be in a new classic again.
Right, yeah. That's congratulations, man. Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, to be a part of that legacy.
Yeah, man.
That legacy.
Because that's one of those movies that you can't even say you black if you ain't seen Coming to America. You like let me see
your card.
Right, get your card. You guys
let me see your card. You be like, let me look. No.
Right.
Yeah. Anything else on the horizon? I mean, that's not enough.
Right, yeah, that's not. Yeah, exactly.
I think what's today? Friday. I think me and my wife might get it in tonight. That's always a good day.
Tell her it's always a good day.
Tell her don't drink milk.
Say don't drink no milk.
No. You don't want that Beirut in there. Try not to, get upset.
I gotta ask one more question. How do you don't seem bothered by the way you've spoken about other comics is flattering. You don't seem bothered or like thirsty or hungry or itching at, or shots at other comics. You've been so.
Or intimidated by success, or saying, you it's like this is what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? I mean,
How you stay your own path?
This is not a team sport, so you can't expect people to drag you along with them. And if comedy is anything, it's more like track and field. So you're always battling your own personal best.
Okay.
Right? And so if you spend your time looking at the next man, then you do yourself a disservice. Like you can't get where you need to be if you're busy looking over his lane. And so when I look at my peers doing well, you know what it means to me? It means that it's possible.
Right, it's possible. There's an opportunity for me.
There's an opportunity for me.
Right. Yep.
So how dare I get upset that, Lil Rel is hot right now? That means that dark-skinned dudes with a little gray in their beard can get it.
Right. Right.
I'm that dude. Thank you, Lil Rel.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate we appreciate the humor that you shared this morning, but more so the wisdom, the knowledge, the nuggets.
You know what I like about y'all? Y'all don't say nothing to each other, but y'all be communicating. Like, he just looked at you got anything else? He's like, no, I think that's it. I see y'all like talking like that twin talk. I'm like, did they just have a whole conversation? That was amazing.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Well,
but this is what I need to know. Do he respect you as the big brother?
No.
Yes, I do.
No.
I do. I do respect him as big brother. It's
only 23 minutes now. Come on,
and the sad part about it is, as you coming up, you have to understand that there's a birthright associated with him being the eldest. So there is a level of responsibility that he had to carry, even though it is only 23, and it's tough to deal with because you say, well, I could do that too, but I can't do him because he's the oldest. He has that position. So it was tough coming up learning because we twins, we same age, until, the older you get, the more you have to respect it. He's the oldest. You know what I'm saying?
Are y'all married?
Yes, sir. I am.
He's married. I'm not.
So I always want to ask twins.
Don't do it. We can't say it. Can't say it.
No. I'm not going to ask that. But, like, is it, like, have one of y'all ever met a girl and then the other one met her later? She think that you're him and vice versa?
Yeah, we got all those kind of stories, and we wasn't doing it on purpose because a lot of females think that there was something that as a twin you would do on purpose. Right. We never went there. We just didn't feel like there was it was an integrity deal. We just never did.
Yeah.
It was always something we discussed. Even on the brother thing, we got some other siblings and brothers. We just talked about it. If that's you, then that's you. You know what I'm saying? And then we had to discuss it. You know what I'm saying?
How many family in your family?
Oh man,
It's 6, but 8.
I have 6 children, 5 girls and a boy.
Well,
so I get it.
It's 8 because we got.
He got you beat. You got 7.
No, 9.
9.
9. Boy, that boy don't play.
Why we gotta put that out here like this?
That boy don't play.
Why we gotta do this like right here? You know what I'm saying?
He
got
has
a set of
both,
twins.
Got a set of twins.
You do, because I always heard that they would skip a generation.
Yeah, that's what they say.
It's a woman thing. The gene is on the woman thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so your gene coupled with your girl gene, so you end up with a set of twins, identical?
Right, identical twins, right?
Wow.
We were fortunate. I had to throw this out there, but we were fortunate to his twins and went to Steve Harvey's twin show.
Right.
Okay.
We were
He had a show called Twinning. And
yes, I remember that.
We was
with
invited
his
to
daughters. Yeah. We were invited to that show. Yeah.
I guess his daughters are twins.
Right. Yeah. So his daughters was on stage, and another couple or something like that was on stage too. But they invited us because the whole audience was twins.
Oh wow, that's dope.
So
I'm interviewing y'all. So wait, so when you're in a room full of twins, is there a kinship that y'all have that y'all understand? Certain, like, is there a shorthand among other twins?
To a degree. There's experiences that you know, conversations that you almost don't have to have. That it's almost the inside like you saying. You recognize you can recognize that with them too. That
right.
So yeah.
And then,
all right, wow. Hey, man, guys, I can't thank y'all enough for having me on, man. We got to do this again sometime.
Are you going to be coming to Chuckles soon? Or
in Memphis or Mississippi?
Mississippi.
Well, they closed right now because of COVID.
Right.
I just talked to Mr. Ware the other day, one of the owners. I was supposed to be coming to Memphis, but I'm going to definitely be coming to both of those clubs. So maybe we can meet face to face, man, and damn chop it up.
Yeah, we'd love to do that.
We'd love to do that. Yeah. I haven't gone over to talk to Mr. Ware yet, but hopefully I can.
Yeah, man. It's like anything else, man. Businesses are hurting right now, man.
Yeah. We wishing everybody well, especially doctors and nurses out there on the front lines. We're hoping that you guys are doing great. All the industries, airlines, stewardess, like you say, everybody's hurting. Just be kind to somebody. Be nice,
yes,
and look out. And wash your hands. Don't hug and shake hands.
Yeah, do the dap.
Don't even do the dap.
Yeah.
That was up. That's what's up. Man,
help people remember to stay the distances.
Right. Man, we appreciate you so much, man. Thank you.
Hey, I was going to do the interview like this.
He said he could write
Yeah. All right.
Well, Miss Rodney, we certainly appreciate it. Appreciate the love you've given us, even off camera, allowing us to worry you at dinner time and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, gentlemen, thank you very much, man. God bless y'all. Until next time.
Okay.
All right. You have a good day. Hi, I'm Alden.
And I'm Calden.
Thanks for following us. You can find us on Facebook at Good Twin Bad Twin Unleashed, and also on Instagram at Good Twin Bad Twin Unleashed.
Now don't forget to watch our YouTube page and make sure you like and share our videos. Also go to our Facebook page, check out our t-shirt line. We have several wonderful t-shirts there that helps us to continue to provide good footage for you. Thank you.
And finally they started listening to it and put it back in there.
So they didn't know y'all was there?
So,
they didn't know it was two?
They didn't know it was two.
Wow.
She was having twins. She actually at my dad's wedding, she fell and she slipped and fell to her knees, and that's what caused her to go into labor.
Get out of here. But she had carried y'all to term, obviously.
No, it was 6 months. It was 3 months.
6 months premature?
3 months premature. We were born in 6 months.
Come on, Jesus.
That's what's up, right?
Come on, Jesus. Them boys were supposed to be here.
Right.
Wow, that's awesome, man. That's a great story. Wow, that's dope.
What is the TTTBS? That BS? Oh, okay. I was just saying. That's insane.
Did y'all get hair and makeup? Y'all look fly this morning, man. Yeah, what y'all done?
Oh, don't do it.
them boys just got fly all right. I gotta go upstairs, get my life together.
No, we were thinking about that. You got your fedora. You got your,
I got hats, man. What you want? You don't like that one?
No. Hey, I thought that was cool, huh?
I got hats, you know.
He had an orange one on last night, an orange shirt. See that?
Let me get these hats out. You know, I might pull out the Gorn Brothers.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, that is tight.
I think I'm gonna go with that. That feels good.
The feather looks good. Got that feather. So, are you a hat connoisseur?
You know what, man? We started. You just want to know.
Oh, that's just one to know. Just we about to get.
No, I come from the school. You know, I came up under Sandy Entertainer, Steve Harvey, them guys, and them guys would be so fly, and hats was just a part of their vibe. Right, and so when your mentor wear hat, you wear hat.
Right.
You know, and I just began to like it, and then as I got older, it became a cooler thing to do. You know what I mean? And I got a cool hat store around the corner that I patronize, and you know, this is like a D.L. Hughley line. And Gorham Brothers, you know, 100-year-old hat company that I buy a lot of stuff from. So it's kind of my guilty pleasure.